and social control. See, just like economic organization where there was a debate between two schools of thought, formalist and substantivist, whether economic organization is present in primitive societies or not. Similar debate was there with respect to political organization, because in primitive societies or simple societies, you can see that there will be no courts, police or jail or constitution or any elected bodies, just like the modern societies. But after the study of Evans Pritchard and Mayor Fortis in African tribes, they concluded that yes, despite of having all these things, they still have political organizations. So the debate here ended in favor of yes, political organizations are present both in simple societies as well as modern society. So please write some introduction. Earlier anthropologists were of the view that political organizations are absent in primitive or simple societies due to absence of constitution, courts, police, jails, bureaucracy, etc. After the study of Mayor Fortis and Evans Pritchard, in African tribes, they suggested that political organizations are present in all societies. They mentioned this in their book Political Organizations in African Tribes. So different types of political organization include, see, they are basically classified into two types, non-centralized and centralized. Non-centralized are also known as acephalous political organizations, and then you have centralized or cephalous type of political organizations. See, this non-centralized type of political organizations are again classified into two types: band, which is the most primitive type of political organization, and you have tribe, which is bigger than band. Similarly, in centralized or cephalous type of political organizations, you have two types. One is centralized, which is federal, or you can call this as chiefdom or monarchy. And the modern nation state, which most of the countries now have, is the concept of state. Now, these tribal political organizations are again classified based on kinship and non-kinship based. So, you have kinship based tribal political organizations, and you have non-kinship based tribal political organizations. These kinship based tribal political organizations are again classified into two types: they have lineage and clan. This non-kinship based are again classified into different types based on age groups. Some are army clubs. You have spy groups. And you have big men or big women. So please take down this chart. Similarly, chiefdom also can be classified into two types. One is centralized chiefdom and the other one is federal chiefdom or monarchy. Now, most of these states which are centralized ones are moving towards decentralization. Now, this chart consists of evolutionary account of political organizations also. So, if you want to establish an evolutionary account, earlier it was non-centralized, then moved towards centralization, and from centralization they are moving towards decentralization. Similarly, band is the most simplest of all political organizations, which was replaced by tribe. Again, tribe was replaced by chiefdom, and then from chiefdom emerged modern nation states. So, these types of political organization not only gives you these types, but also gives you an evolutionary account of types of political organization. Please take down. Leave space for writing examples in the chart. See, example for band are all food gathering and hunting societies. Please write here. Example for band or food gathering and hunting societies. You already know some food gathering and hunting societies like Andamanis, Nicobaris, Kadars or Eskimos, Irulas, etc. So all food gathering and hunting societies who are nomadic in nature are generally organizing themselves into small groups which are known as bands. Tribe, kinship based. Example of lineage, you can write Tive, Tive, Tive of Nigeria and Nuers of Sudan. So several spellings are there for these tribes, like this is one variation. You have TIV, you have TJIVE and TJIV. So different places you find different things for this particular tribe. Example for clan, Wannibago Red Indians. Wannibago Red Indians. For age groups, you have different examples. For example, you take Kipsigi, they have 2 age groups. Galla have 5 age groups. Inca have 10 age groups. Eskimos have a highly specialized one consisting of 48 age groups. Then you have Maasai tribe where they have 3 male and 3 female age groups. Yes. See, example for army clubs, you have seen that generally pastoral communities, in order to prevent theft of their cattle, they have some small groups which are known as army clubs. So what they are doing, they are patrolling their villages or places in order to prevent cattle theft. Similar type of system that you find in fishing communities are spy groups. So here they are preventing fish theft, here they are preventing cattle theft, isn't it? So you know the example of this one. Earlier we have seen, no, Todas, army clubs, Todas, or you can write pastoral communities. Spy groups. Haida and Quakitul, who are fishing communities. Haida. Big man and big women. We have Khasis and he. Chiefdom or monarchy is almost non-existent, and these are the modern nation states. Yes. So we'll try to discuss this different types of political organizations, starting from band. So band is a small group consisting of 10 to 15 families and whose number does not exceed 30. Definitely they are nomadic in nature. They are moving from one place to another place in search of food, and their main subsistence mode is food gathering and hunting. So what is the need of political control, or what is the need of these political organizations in a group? Whenever few group of people are living together, there would be some kind of friction. There might be some kind of disputes, isn't it? So in order to avoid such kind of dispute or settle the disputes amongst members of a particular group, there could be some informal head. That informal head can either be selected or elected by members of a particular group. You can see when people are living together, maybe you see a hostel, definitely one hostel leader. Maybe even if you take a small group like a flat members, 4 or 5 members are there, one person will be the active person who whether you select or elect, the person is going to manage the thing. So similarly, here in order to settle the disputes among themselves, they select or elect a leader from amongst them who have some demonstrable skills and competencies, and the person is considered to be the leader of the group, but the person's place is not so prominent. He is just considered as first among equals. In modern polity also you can see some first among equal. Who is first among equal? Sorry, no, Prime Minister. Similarly, you can also say Chief Justice. So here the leader is not having so prominent place. The leader is just the informal head of the group, isn't it? And the decision making process is inclusive. All members collectively take decision. Here the leader doesn't have the authority to take all decisions by himself and implement. So the decision taken by the group is implemented by this particular head. So you can say that this system is purely democratic in nature because it is inclusive, participatory. You get my point? Even in modern nation states also we are always writing the same thing. Decision making process should be inclusive and participatory in nature. The same features of modern democratic system you can see in such kind of small groups which are known as bands.